Just begin by making yourself comfortable, sitting or lying down, whatever seems best for you right now. And you can just begin to notice how easy it is for the body to begin to relax, almost as if it already knows how to. You might discover that simply focusing on the gentle rhythm of your breath can lead you inwards, much like following a familiar path. And there's no need to do anything special. Simply relax and listen to my voice. And my voice can do all the work for you. And maybe you can just let your eyes drift closed whenever it feels right. And as you do, you can begin to notice the tension starting to drain away, even from those small places that rarely get your attention. Now imagine, just for a moment, that a warm wave of comfort is starting to spread through your feet. And you might notice it more in one foot than the other, or maybe both together. And it doesn't matter which, as each wave brings more and deeper relaxation. And as you focus on that warmth, you can feel it travel upwards through your feet to your calves and your knees, even up to your thighs. Noticing how with every gentle, natural breath, it becomes easier to let go just a little bit more. And you may find that the more you notice these gentle sensations, the more relaxed you become. And that relaxation comes simply by allowing yourself to drift, to listen, and to let your thoughts flow by like a feather on a soft breeze. And as the comfort continues to move upwards, you can begin to wonder in your own way how much deeper this relaxation can go. Just imagine for a moment a heavy, warm blanket being gently placed over your entire body, soft and soothing, designed perfectly for you. And each time you breathe out, this blanket seems to grow a little heavier, pressing out any tension, pushing away the urge to move, making you feel completely at ease. Notice how your arms and hands respond. Your fingers may tingle a little or feel pleasantly heavy, as if they're floating. And your shoulders might simply melt, and your neck too, loosening with every easy breath. Just allow your attention to drift to your face, your jaw and your eyelids. They too can soften. Even the tiny muscles around your eyes can relax, all on their own. And some people find as they listen that the world seems to slip away, as if their mind is floating, light and effortless, leaving behind anything unnecessary. And you might recall a time when you felt utterly relaxed, perhaps on a slow afternoon, or first thing in the morning before the thoughts of the day take hold. And as you remember, you can double the comfort you feel now, and then double it again, just by imagining what it would be like. And even as you wonder, just notice how easy it is to let your mind sink further. And every word you hear helps you discover new levels of calm as your mind becomes even more focused, more settled, and wonderfully, deeply relaxed. And in this relaxed state, you know there's a part of you, a wise part, often overlooked, that knows exactly what you're capable of achieving, even if you've forgotten for a moment. And sometimes bad habits form not because you lack ability or desire, but because old patterns quietly settle in unnoticed. And as you rest here, you may start to realize that transformation is often as simple as choosing a new direction, gently, one step at a time. And just imagine for a moment your mind as a lush garden. Some areas are thick with overgrown vines, others are neat and orderly, filled with the bright colours of growth and change. And somewhere in that garden is a comfortable bench, the perfect place to sit and observe without judgment. And as you settle on that gentle spot, you can notice old patterns, the ones that seem to keep you seated, unmoving, like tangled roots beneath you. Yet at the edge of your awareness, new shoots are breaking through. Each tiny sprout represents the energy and motivation within you, the natural impulse to act, to create, to begin something anew. And with every effortless breath, it becomes easier to recognize the urge to move, to stretch, to do one small thing. And when you simply let yourself imagine a feeling of energy building, you can amplify it by recalling times you felt truly alive or truly accomplished. Let those memories, however small, become stronger in your mind. And maybe there was a day when you surprised yourself by starting perhaps a task or a project, maybe a journey, before you even realized you'd made a decision. And what if you could tap into that same momentum now, letting it ripple through you like a gentle electric current? And as you listen, your unconscious mind is already seeking opportunities to take small, satisfying actions. And you may find the words like move, begin, start, and create become associated with pleasure, ease, and even curiosity. When you hear those words, you might discover a subtle desire to shift, even just a little, towards doing. Remember, energy flows most easily when it's allowed to move freely. Just by being here, relaxing, listening to my voice, you've already begun a process of freeing that hidden spark. And you might wonder, as you sit in your imaginary garden, what it would be like if each day held a single moment, a simple choice to stand up, to take a step, to do one thing you've imagined for so long. And that garden responds each time you act, rewarding you with new colors, new smells, and a sense of progress that feels so natural. And as you relax, just imagine as if you're watching yourself from a distance, growing about your day with a growing sense of possibility. See how easily you decide to start, even if just for 5 minutes, knowing that just beginning is all that matters. And you'll be surprised to find how easily that effort comes to you as invisible barriers shrink and dissolve. And what if you invited curiosity to guide you, rather than trying to use force or willpower? Each question opens a new path. What would it feel like to simply stand up and begin? And you can try this out within your mind, here and now. You can rehearse it safely, standing, moving, acting, discovering how rewarding it can be. And your unconscious is learning now that doing can feel easy, even pleasurable. And every time you choose to do just one thing, however small, it counts, it builds, it matters. Change unfolds naturally, not as a dramatic transformation, but as a series of quiet, consistent actions. And each time you do something, you can notice how good it feels to complete it, no matter how tiny. And you may just find yourself wanting to repeat that feeling again and again as the satisfaction grows. And you know, deep down, that every action, every choice to do is a way of caring for yourself, for nurturing the garden of your mind. And as the days pass, you might occasionally catch yourself in an old pattern, only to remember this simple truth. You can move, you can do, you can begin again. Now it's time to bring this session to a close. In a moment, I'll count from 1 to 5, and with each number you can begin returning to the present moment, bringing back all the energy, confidence and motivation you've uncovered here today. 1. Feeling the energy in your fingers and toes, starting to move gently. 2. Becoming aware of the room around you, the surface beneath you. 3. Bringing back a sense of lightness, alertness, and a quiet strength. 4. Stretching and moving, taking a deep, invigorating breath. And 5. Eyes open, fully awake, feeling refreshed, motivated, and completely ready to begin anew, carrying these positive changes with you into your day. And every time you think about starting something, your mind will naturally recall this feeling of ease and satisfaction. Motivation becomes familiar, and taking that first step, however small, just feels right again and again. Thank you for sharing this time and space with me today. Remember, change is most powerful when it begins small and continues to grow. Take care of yourself and enjoy the journey. And until next time, goodbye and good mental health.